Hello everyone and
Welcome to Chili's.
welcome to my first video. I have wanted to do one of these videos for a really long time, but I was never able to work up the courage to do it because I hate hearing myself talk. So, but I'm also very messy, so it was something I needed to do, especially since these are now becoming popular again. And even though some of you might hate this, I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's go. So, first things first, your fave is problematic. So, what I mean by this is basically I see all of these people that are in larger fandoms within the K-pop community, and they'll always say, oh, it's not that our fandom is more problematic than a smaller fandom, it's just that because it's larger, there is a greater volume of problematic people, so it's easier to see them. My problem with this is I feel like it's just brushing under the rug how you should be dealing with problematic people in your fandom. You shouldn't be saying, oh, well, not all armies or exotics or blinks or anyone else are like that. You should be saying that's wrong and trying to correct that within the community by I don't know, reporting people or calling people out, that kind of thing. I mean, in a reasonable way, but the point is saying we're not problematic, is not a solution. It doesn't do anything, and I think it's really annoying. So, secondly, people should not be bitter about the produce groups. What I mean by this is not talking about how the groups are made and that whole rigging scandal. That's a whole other issue. But I mean, people tend to be bitter about the produce groups because every year they win things like Rookie of the Year, or sometimes they win Song of the Year. And people are bitter about it because they tend to feel like it's unearned. But in general, this is only a sentiment that I've seen among the international fans and not so much among the Korean fans. And why is that? Well, it's because the produce groups are created by the Korean people. They watch the show, they vote for the boys, or girls, and the groups are made to their liking, in theory. And so it only really makes sense that they would be the most, or some of the most, popular groups in Korea. They sell really well domestically, and they win these awards because people like them. And that's not wrong. I mean, you can't fault the group for that. I've seen so many people say that they are talentless or undeserving, and that's just untrue and really unfair as well. I mean, if you look at these groups, they perform excellently, and their songs are good. I mean, a lot of these people say that, and they're also the ones listening to those songs. So it's really interesting how that works. But I do get why people would be mad about this. I just think they need to get over it, to be honest, and stop being
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
You're a dreamer. You dream a lot in your sleep.
No, not really. I'm not.
Yes, you do.
No, I
yes,
don't.
you do.
Some of you are about to be real unhappy with me, but this third one is that boy group privilege is real. I mean, we all talk about big three privilege, but we kind of gloss over the fact that boy groups have a lot of privilege in the K-pop community. I mean, there are a lot of things that girl groups go through that boy groups don't have to go through, or at the very least, for girl groups it's more severe. I mean, I've heard on multiple occasions that looks-wise and dieting-wise, body-wise, it's more difficult for girl groups. There's more attention put on their bodies. Maybe because girl groups have more male fans, who knows? But the point is, there's also a lot of other issues besides just that kind of face level stuff. There's also the fact that a lot of boy groups win Song of the Year and these other prestigious awards that could also be going to girl groups. but often do not. I mean, Song of the Year has gone to a male group on a number of occasions when a female artist has clearly had the upper hand as far as quality of songs. I mean, Twice, for instance, literally nothing but bangers since 2015. Within the companies too, you often have this kind of like hierarchy in which boy groups get more comebacks, better promotions, better comebacks, more tours, etc. Even sometimes the albums are better. Ridiculous. I mean, look at NCT's albums and the quality of them versus Red Velvet's and the fact that they were in jewel cases for like so many comebacks. Anyway, even within like the community and among fans, there's like a clear division in which boy group stans kind of see boy groups as being superior, and they say that girl groups have less difficult choreos or boring concepts, which we all know is not true, but again, there's this like stupid hierarchy. My point is, you should stop sleeping on girl groups, and you should stop acting like the reason why you don't like their music is because it's less good. Maybe it's just not to your taste. You don't have to be so rude. Do you see the theme going on here?
Don't be fucking
rude.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God,
stop.
don't be fucking
What
rude
are you
and throw the
doing?
thing on me. I'll fucking hurt you. Don't do that.
Stop. Oh my God.
For the next one, sometimes calling your idols baby, etc., is cringy. I really don't have much to say on this, but I just, like, I don't know. In the past, I definitely participated in this in my cringy, youth. But now when I look back on that, I'm like, it's not appropriate to call a 28-year-old a baby. Like, what was I thinking? And what are you all thinking? I'm sorry, but I just don't really get it. And I know that there's a meme going on about this right now, but I can't get on board with it. I think it's one thing if they're underage and you're older than them, or even if, like, they're not underage and you're older than them, then it's like, I guess, maybe. But some of you are like 14 and you're trying to call idols that are 10 to 15 years older than you your baby. For our fifth topic, I think that older stans need to calm down. Like, I have to laugh because it's kind of ridiculous. It's not kind of, it is literally ridiculous. And sometimes I'm like, are you really serious? When I see people trying to say that they are like better than a new K-pop stan because they've been into K-pop for like however many years, it does not matter. Do you know why? Because it's music. And I know that it's really important to people, and so people don't like when you say that, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. And it's just crazy to me that people are like trying to establish this superiority within a fandom of music. Like, what? That's literally like my mom trying to clown me for liking Whitney Houston or something and being like, oh, you don't know her like I do. She's like, it just wouldn't happen. It doesn't happen. Except in this fandom, apparently. Well, I guess it does happen in other ones, but not the point. The thing is, it's okay to like older music. It's also okay to not like older music. So you shouldn't be faulting newer fans for wanting to like the music that's currently coming out and is up to date with trends. And let's be real, you should stop acting like old K-pop is so much better than new K-pop, because it's just not in some cases. Like, have you heard EXO's Wolf? Hello? That's disgusting. And you all like listen to these new songs, but then as soon as like someone tries to say, oh, blah blah blah, I like this new group, or this new group is really great, you just suddenly have to bring up that like these older artists were better. It's really suspicious. The point is, they can both be good. And I know that's controversial, but it's valid. So just stop acting so superior. Period. And finally, my last topic, which I think will be a bit annoying to some people. I don't know. Basically, I think that newsstands, just as I was mentioning old stands before and how they need to like reform, I think newsstands need to learn how to pay respect and educate themselves on where K-pop came from. I'm not asking you or telling you to go listen to old music or stream old music, because I don't even listen to the music that I listened to in 2011. All that I'm saying is that rookie groups are what they are because of the stuff that came before them, you know? And you need to know that in order to properly understand K-pop, I think, as an industry and as a phenomenon. And let's be real, first and second generation groups didn't break their backs covering Aping's No 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 for you to shit on them like this. You don't have to like them, you just have to not even respect them. You just have to understand that they were there, okay? And even if you don't like them, your faves probably look up at them. And honestly, they might have even become idols because of those artists. So, like, be respectful. That's it. Well, that is all for now. And I hope you enjoyed. And thank you for watching. If you would like, you can subscribe or comment. And if you want me to do another one, let me know, I guess. And you know, remember to not act like clowns in the comments. Or else. Bye!